What's up, everybody? This is Beanie with your week one outlook. Every last year, I did every week was an outlook and a look back. Since it's only week one, this is an outlook, look ahead. Um, all the newcomers, you're not familiar with this. Everybody else who was in the league last year knows what this is about. We're gonna look at the matchups. Week one, we have the former Elite, now Sun Devils, might go back to Elite before the end of the season goes, depending on how the season goes. Taking on Read Option. We have Cobra Kai versus Bug Dynasty, which I think is a rematch from last year's top two teams the whole season. The next one is the only matchup another matchup between old members. Swamp Rams versus Mac Attack. Should be a close one. We have the Fire taking on Red Coffee Cup. And we have Come Get Psalms taking on Alave Gardens. Come Get Psalms is trying to hopefully get a good start to the season again this year, I guess. We'll see y'all on the gridiron, boys. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. You know what that means? That means week one is in the books. The current reigning defending champion, Cobra Kai, got a W this week. The runner-up got a W this week. Swamp Rams got a W. And newcomers Oh My Josh and Red Coffee Cup both ended up the week with wins. This week's gonna be interesting though, because we got both other members of the WTTL Sports Show going at it, and then you have Bug Dynasty, Mac Attack, Come Get Psalms, and the Cool Fire. Which, what do all of them teams have in common? They all went 0-1 week one. They will face off against each other this week to try to avoid going 0-2. But if you go 0-2, don't worry about it. I went 0-4 last year and ended up going to the title game. God bless fantasy football. See y'all next week. Gentlemen, it is week 3 in fantasy football. And who would have thought fantasy football would have got this interested this early this season? We have the Sun Devils and newcomer Oh My Josh as the only remaining undefeated teams in the league. We have Buck Dynasty and Come Get Psalms, two playoff teams from last year, as the only winless teams in the league. Everybody else is in the 500 mix-up. And this week's matchups are very interesting already. We have Sun Devils against Buck Dynasty, while Sun Devils are trying to hold on to that winning streak. Oh My Josh is trying to hold on to his winning streak. We have a father-son duel with Mac Attack and Cobra Kai, who should be pretty interesting. Projections have them close. Well, you know projections are always wrong. And a special shout out to John's Cool Fire, who almost broke 200 this week. And they say auto draft doesn't work. Y'all boys have a good week. I'll see you next Tuesday. Let's get it. What's up, WTTL Fantasy Football League? We have 2 undefeated teams in Oh My Josh and Sun Devils. We have 2 winless teams in Come Get Psalms and Buck Dynasty. This week's, and everybody else is in the middle, trying to separate themselves. This week's matchups, we'll see if Sun Devils can remain undefeated against Cobra Kai this week in a rematch of the championship. We'll see if my Josh can stay undefeated against Mag Attack, because you know Mag Attack's going to go all out, try to get him. Come Get Psalms is got the Swamp Rams. So Come Get Psalms is going to try to get his first W. Buck Dynasty's got a Red Coffee Cup. He's going to try to get his W, and I'm sorry I didn't look at the other two matchups. Well, y'all have a good week, boys, and I'll see you next week. No undefeated teams, one winless team. See you next week. Just kidding. Welcome to week 5. We should have some interesting matchups. Everybody's like 3-1, well, half the league's 3-1. So we should get some dividing up now. Y'all have a good week. I honestly have no idea who won, no idea who lost. The only person I know who lost was me. And I know that number 1 and number 2 are just happen to be Micah and Red Coffee Cup Kevin. So, I mean, congrats everybody. See you next week. You know what? I don't even care no more. I quit. I'm done. Forget this league. It is basically the middle of the season. I think for us, our middle is next week, but we can go ahead and take a look at I'm not sure if we still have 6 playoff teams. I think so. So the top 6, the ones in the playoff picture, because now we're halfway through the season. Every game counts. We have Josh, oh my Josh, Mac Attack, Red Coffee Cup, Read Option, and myself. I think that's it. I might have missed one. So in the bottom we have the Fire, Come Get Some, Swamp Rams, and Buck Dynasty fighting for a not to be last. They still have a chance to be in the playoffs, especially since I'm probably going to lose again this week, because I have not won in 3 weeks in any of the leagues I've been. Well, that's the end of the recap. That's the standings page, and y'all have a wonderful week, fellas. Deuces. Do I really have to do an update this week? I told y'all. I predicted it. I told y'all I was going to lose. So without further ado, we have the top 6 playoff standings. Here we go. We have Oh My Josh, number 1, Red Coffee Cup, number 2, Cobra Kai, number 3, Magatech, number 4, Read Option, number 5, and at the number 6 spot, which is still the most interesting spot in the playoff picture, we have the Fire. Right outside the playoffs, all tied with a record of 3-5, we have Come Get Somes, Swamp Rams, and Sun Devils. And so it's that 6th spot, just like last year, is going to be the most interesting spot in this year's playoff picture. I'll keep y'all posted. Well. We had quite the shakeup this week in the standings. And quite the crazy, not a bad matchups this week either. So, all right, before we get into this, let me explain something. I've pretty much given up until this week. For the first time in since week 4, the Sun Devils pulled out a W. Now, it was at the expense of my own father, but oh well, it was what it is. You can't determine who you're gonna beat. Oh, you don't know. But now, with that being said, this video might be a little bit longer. We're going over almost to the minute mark now. We're gonna start with the rankings. Number 1 has not changed. It's Oh My Josh. However, number 2 has changed. Number 2 is the defending undisputed champion, Cobra Kai. Red Coffee Cup dropped to number 3 due to points. Probably one of the biggest upsets from this week was Mac Attack lost. So they fell all the way to number 5, and Reed Option took the number 4 spot from him. And in number 6, it is me. Number 6 is the Sun Devils with the W over the Fire, with points and all that. So, with that being said, this week's matchups are even more interesting. Every matchup this week is, except one, is between a playoff team and a bottom 4 team. The only matchups between 2 playoff teams this week is Reed Option and the Sun Devils. This week. But so this should be interesting. I told you the season gets interesting at the end. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all next Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday morning again, everybody's favorite day of the week, because it's time for the Welcome to the League update. Really not much has changed. The top 3 lost. Cobra Kai, Oh My Josh, and Red Coffee Cup all lost this week. But it doesn't matter because they're still top 3 because they're like untouchable right now. 4 and 5 stayed the same. And like last season and now this season, the number 6 final playoff spot is the most interesting spot there is. We have a 3-way battle with only points separating them between Come Get Some's, The Fire, and me. I couldn't think of the last team. Anyway, so we'll see how that shakes out. You still have a couple 3 and 7 teams that have a shot, and I'll see y'all next week. You get it, boys? Well, did you miss me last week? Our glorious commissioner gave me the week off from doing updates, which I kind of took without asking, but oh well. Anyways, going through the top 6 teams, we have Cobra Kai, we have Red Coffee Cup, we have Mac Attack, we have Oh My Josh, we have Come Get Psalms is number 6. Read Option is in there too. Not quite sure what order, which is really sad because I just looked at it and I forgot it already. We do have the Buck Dynasty, the Sun Devils, and the Rams are pretty much dead. They're just playing to be spoilers. That's all we can do now. However, there's the number 6 spot, which is always the most interesting spot when it comes to our playoffs. We have the Fire, which is sitting right outside, hoping for Come Get Psalms to lose. Which, speaking of Come Get Psalms, he made quite the comeback this year, considering he was ready to give up at the beginning of the season. Well, gentlemen, y'all have a wonderful day, and see you next week. Oh, this is gonna be the last week coming up. And going into the last week of the season, we got a couple things to talk about. All right, 1, the 3 teams I named last week are eliminated. Of course, we knew that. The Cobra Kai clinched, Red Coffee Cup clinched, Mag Attack clinched, and Oh My Josh, Come Get Somes, and Read Option are all tied with the same record. However, If one of those three teams lose next week and the Fire win, or this week coming up, and the Fire win, then the Fire make the playoffs. That is the only interesting scenario going forward. And some of these teams can lose this week. Them three teams are definitely on the bubble. Fire have to win. If the Fire lose, they are out. If they win and one of those teams lose, they're in. So we will see what this last week of the season holds for you. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time. The playoffs start this week. We have 4 teams, only 4 teams have to worry about lineups. We got Oh My Josh and Come Get Psalms and Cobra Kai and The Fire in the first round playoffs. Everybody else is on the bye week because either you suck so bad you got to play in the consolation bracket, or you're so good you don't have to worry about setting lineup for this first week. Well, that's all I got this week. Y'all have a good one. Well, happy holidays. 'Tis the season. Merry Christmas. Whatever you say. It is Christmas Day, WTTL weekly update. And I normally wait till Tuesday. But since we got the absolute worst Christmas present this year, this is like getting an itchy sweater from grandma. This is like getting underwear for Christmas. This is the absolute worst Christmas present. Nobody wanted this. If y'all have not seen it earlier, it is officially set. I couldn't comment on it by just writing a message. I had to do a video because, it's my job as league updater. We have now officially set the championship for next weekend. It is Oh My Josh versus Cobra Kai for the WTTL World Championship. Nobody wanted this championship matchup. It's like the 1990 Cowboys and the early 2000 Patriots. Nobody's going to watch it if they played each other. Anyway, I'm just picking. I just wanted to tell y'all, congratulations. And I cannot wait till next season. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Christmas. Sun Devils, Beanie, signing off. Look, I'm not sure if I made a video congratulating Logan, and I need to grab all the videos off of here and piece them all together so we can do our season in review. But is anybody else getting Logan? Is Logan giving anybody else Tom Brady vibes? Like, you just hate to see him win? Like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, congrats, man. Can't wait till next season.